You look down on me? You pity me? Walk away. That's right, Howard. You know why I didn't take the job? Because it's too small! I don't care about it! It's nothing to me! It's a bacterium! I travel in worlds you can't even imagine! You can't conceive of what I'm capable of! I'm so far beyond you! I'm like a god in human clothing! Lightning bolts shoot from my fingertips!
What's up, gamers? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. So, the other day, I was scrolling through some old COD Zombies content, and I came across this really horrible video talking about Tim Hansen and his take on Black Ops 4 Zombies. The title of the video is, Tim Hansen Fails at Black Ops 4 Zombies, and comes from a YouTuber by the name of Thunderstruck115. This video boils down to him trying to refute Tim Hansen's criticisms, and while I can actually agree with a lot of his counter-arguments, the way he handles his criticism is just absolutely fucking awful. Now, seeing as this video is almost a fucking hour long, I'm gonna jump around a lot, but anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this shit.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Thunderstruck115, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a video by Tim Hansen that is, to put it lightly, pretty bad.
You know, I hate to stop the video so soon into it, but for fuck's sake, dude, have you ever heard of Audacity? It would really help you out a lot if you cut out all those pauses and gasps for breath, as it would really help the presentation of this video immensely.
Now, this was uploaded back in 2019, but for whatever reason, it only just hit my recommended now. Why? I don't know, but it was, very interesting. The title of the video we're going to be looking at is called Why Black Ops 4 Zombies Failed. Now, I understand Black Ops 4 was a pretty controversial game, but I find a lot of the points that he makes in his video are very ignorant and unconvincing. Now, before we get into this, for those that are worried that this is going to become my new style of content, don't be. This probably is not going to become a regular thing unless y'all just really want me to.
Well, this statement aged like a glass of milk. Yeah, not too long after this video, this dude basically became a full-on commentary channel like I am, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to point out the irony because I thought it was pretty funny.
But I figured it was worth responding to this one. Alright, anyways, let's get right into this shit.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Dating all the way back to 2008 with World at War until now, in 2019 with Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Zombies has been quite the endeavor. It's been a roller coaster. There have been ups, there have been downs, and throughout it all, we've been provided for over a decade entertainment, friendships, memories, and most notably, the best storyline in any video game I've ever played.
The zombie storyline is certainly interesting, but if you think this is the best story in any video game ever, do yourself a favor, go play Spec Ops The Line real quick. Believe me, it'll be worth it.
Tog Der Toten not only marks the end of Black Ops 4 Zombies, but the Ether zombie storyline at large, which is still very hard to process. Being a fan of something for over a decade and having it end so abruptly, it's very hard. It has now been weeks since Tog Der Toten released, the hype has died down and the dust has settled. And I'm going to be analyzing Black Ops 4 Zombies as a whole. It's a very tough pill to swallow, but Black Ops 4 Zombies failed.
Failed at what? Failed its math homework? Failed to initialize NVML? You gotta be more specific, dude.
Well, I don't know, dude. Maybe if you played the video and let him speak for 5 more fucking seconds, he might explain what the fuck you meant by that statement, you dumbass. Like, holy fuck, this dude has no patience.
And it wasn't for one particular reason. In fact, there were many. Black Ops 4 Zombies simply failed to do many things that previous Treyarch Zombies installments have done so easily in the past. It had a little bit to do with the story, a little bit to do with the gameplay, and a lot to do with the developer.
Wow, Thunderstruck. It's almost like that's what Tim was talking about when he said the game failed. Like I told you, all you had to do was wait a few more seconds and he would explain. Then again, this is the TikTok brain rot generation, so I don't know why the fuck I was expecting any better.
And please, allow me this before you pull out the pitchforks and the torches. I never thought BO4 was a terrible game.
And yet this video stands in stark contradiction to that statement.
Dude, you have to be actually fucking retarded if you think that someone can't make a video criticizing a game they enjoy. Hell, I myself love Black Ops 4 Zombies. It's my second favorite Call of Duty Zombies game right behind BO3, and yet I can still point out its flaws, such as the point system and the fact that you spawn in too powerful. Like, there is such a thing as nuance in conversation, dude.
put it in a vacuum, devoid of context, don't compare it to previous Treyarch games, it's not terrible, but in contrast to other Zombies games, it just didn't hold up. Sure, I have fond memories of this game, the boys and I playing late nights and making some pretty interesting content on my channel, and a lot of the maps, disregarding the gameplay and the engine, were actually very well designed. Not everything about this game is terrible, but there was a lot of room for improvement, and it was largely disappointing. Before we get any further though, let's rewind to Black Ops 3.
Alright, so this dude starts speeding past a portion of Tim Hansen's video, which is understandable if he thinks it's not relevant, but having said that, this speed-through section still lasts nearly a full fucking minute. Like, dude, if you're already speeding past it, why not just increase the factor of the speed-through so it doesn't take nearly as long? That way, we can actually get to the fucking point.
And nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to pack-a-punch their weapon 5 times, costing a grand total of 15,000 points to get their weapon at its fullest potential in damage. Nobody wants to do that. It's much simpler to put it in once, like the good old days. By fixing this crutch double tap perk problem, all you've done is create an entirely new one that's even more difficult than the other problem. And
I find it really fucking ironic that this dude is bitching and moaning about having to spend 15,000 points to pack-a-punch in this game when he literally praises Cold War's pack-a-punch system where you have to spend 50,000 points to get your gun to max damage. Hypocrisy much?
Okay, I can admit he's a hypocrite when it comes to the point cost, but did you miss the part where you have to put it into the machine 5 fucking times? The difference is that in Cold War, each upgrade costs substantially more than the rest, so you're probably only going to be able to get one at a time, but in Black Ops 4, since each incremental upgrade after the initial one is only 2,500 points, more often than not, you're just repeatedly sticking your gun in the pack-a-punch machine over and over and just waiting for the animation over and over until your gun is at max damage, a point that you conveniently choose not to address. Also, I know I mentioned this earlier, but for fuck's sake, dude, use Audacity and cut out the dead air for fuck's sake. It is actually getting on my nerves.
In fact, let me go hunt down the clip for y'all just so y'all know just how big of a fucking hypocrite this man is.
there are 3 levels to pack-a-punching. There's level 1, the base 5,000 pack-a-punch. There's then level 2 for 15,000, and then there's level 3 for 30,000. That totals 50,000 points to upgrade your weapon fully to level 3. This, I don't find a problem. This, I don't find a problem. And nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to pack-a-punch their weapon 5 times, costing a grand total of 15,000 points to get their weapon at its fullest potential in damage. Nobody wants to do that.
And here we go again with more dogshit editing choices. I get showing the first clip again for emphasis, but why the fuck did you feel the need to slow it down? The clip was already like 10 seconds long. You're just needlessly dragging out the length of this video at this point, which probably explains why this video is almost a fucking hour long.
Alright, he then goes on to talk about how the perks machines just don't really have any personality, and I kind of agree with this one. The Aether perk machines, definitely no personality. The Chaos perk statues actually do look pretty cool, but they're not really tied to a specific perk, so I guess I see where he's coming from. I'll just skip past this.
Special. Yeah, I would say Dying Wish is better than a perk like Death Perception.
So let me get this straight. Now you're suddenly willing to just immediately cut ahead to the relevant portion, but earlier you felt the need to do a minute-long speed through? Like, why couldn't you just cut ahead then as well? Like, I know my editing is nothing special, but for fuck's sake, even my editing has more thought behind it than this.
Now let's talk about the specialist system. In BO3 Zombies, you had to go on a quest. You had to complete a list of tasks. Oftentimes not very easy, and it did take a while, but by doing so you were rewarded with a very good specialist weapon, which would sort of tag along with your main wonder weapon. You did not need to obtain the specialist to have a fun high round survival, but it was ideal, and it also rewarded the players who did choose to go the extra mile. In Black Ops 4, however, you spawn in with the specialist. You don't have to go on a quest to do it, which is relieving, I suppose. But again, by fixing one issue, you've created many more. You spawn in the fucking map with a Hammer of Valhalla. You spawn in the map with the Chakrams of Vengeance. You spawn in the map already invincible.
Okay, I'll agree that spawning in with the specialist weapon was fucking stupid, But you're not invincible because, keep in mind, you still have to charge up your specialist weapon in order to use it, and when you activate it, you can only use it for roughly 15 seconds before you have to put it away and recharge it by getting regular kills. Besides that, though, I will agree with you with the specialists.
Oh my fucking god. That was literally his fucking point. You spawn in too powerful. Christ, and I thought I was BO4's #1 fan. Sure, Tim is exaggerating here, but his point still stands, and he's about to support his point even further, so where's the problem?
What is the problem?
Honestly, why even buy perks? Go straight to the Pack-a-Punch machine. You may as well upgrade your weapons because you already have 200 HP. You see what I mean? It totally destroys the progression and the flow of zombies in which we were familiar with and worked. Once upon a time, you would buy a wall weapon, save up a bunch of points, buy the perks, hope to God that you got the wonder weapon through the box, and then make your way to Pack-a-Punch. Nowadays, it's totally flipped on its head. It's totally inversed. You spawn in with Jug, you spawn in with the wonder weapon, you don't even need to go after perks, you go straight to the Pack-a-Punch machine, and you don't even have to worry about anything else.
And no, you do not spawn in with the wonder weapon. You have to either go on a short little side quest to get it, or pull it from the box.
That's not what he's fucking talking about. The wonder weapon that you spawn with, that Tim Hansen is talking about, is the specialist weapon. Like, at this point, you're just playing fucking semantics, which is pathetic because you even agreed with the sentiment that spawning in with a specialist weapon was a bad thing, so once again, where's the problem?
What is the problem?
And you know what? How about them graphics? A total downgrade from BO3. Now, some people will tell you that BO4 graphics are better than BO3, and though that may be true, I'm doing the eye test. I look at Black Ops 3 gameplay, I then look at Black Ops 4 gameplay. BO3 graphics are better. I don't know the fine details of it, I don't know the technicalities of graphics, but what I do know is that when I look at the two and I juxtapose them, I see that BO4 is a downgrade. And it's 3 years after BO3, so that's sort of an issue, I would say.
Okay, I understand preferences in visuals are more subjective.
When it comes to the art style, yes. However, there are plenty of areas in which graphics can be measured objectively, such as resolution, texture quality, model quality, lighting, and a bunch of other shit, which, funnily enough, he's about to mention some of them and can't see how it renders this statement completely irrelevant.
But in terms of the actual fidelity, it's really not that noticeable of a difference. Hell, for the longest time, I thought Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 looked really close to each other in terms of visual fidelity for the longest time, and it wasn't till I looked very closely at some of the textures that I noticed that Black Ops 4 has a few that are a somewhat lower res.
So you admit that there are some areas in which Black Ops 4's graphics looks worse than BO3's. Got it.
Again, the difference is pretty small, but it's only really noticeable if you're looking really closely at the textures. And I just figured, okay, maybe I'm just not noticing it because I'm playing on an Xbox One, like the 2013 launch model, which statistically has the weakest hardware of all the systems that Black Ops 4 launched on. So I figured since everything is at the lowest quality on Xbox One, that the differences weren't as noticeable. But then I very recently got an Xbox Series X, and playing Black Ops 4 on it, honestly, the difference is even less noticeable.
Why the fuck are we bringing up the Xbox Series X? Sure, I'll agree that on the Series X, Black Ops 4 does look better, but Tim's video came out in 2019, which was before the Series X released. Also, your argument about not noticing it on Xbox One doesn't really make sense considering that Tim Hansen is also playing on Xbox One, which is evident because the HUD icons are for an Xbox controller and he's getting aim assist.
And honestly, if you think Black Ops 4 looks bad, then you must really hate Black Ops 1, 2, and World at War.
World at War through BO2 are Xbox 360 games. Of course they're not gonna look as good, you fucking troglodyte. Obviously the expectations for graphics on one console generation are gonna be higher than the expectations for the previous generation. Holy fuck, this guy is dumb.
Honestly, I could go on and on and on. I'm probably going to be forgetting a few things, but I will say one final thing about the gameplay, because I've been going on for a while and I don't want to make this an hour-long video. You cannot relax on Black Ops 4 Zombies. You can't. It is overwhelming 100% of the time. Take a look at this Dead of the Night gameplay. Does this look relaxing to you in any way, shape, or form? Look at this madness. Look at the chaos this is. No pun intended. I'm trying to hoard up zombies, the same as I've been doing for the past decade of my life playing the game mode. And as you can see, nothing is cooperating.
Okay, I have a question. If you're trying to relax, then A, why are you playing zombies, which is meant to be a more challenging arcade-style survival game, not really a relaxing game?
I don't know what you're fucking smoking, but COD Zombies can be relaxing. In fact, you're about to name ways in which COD Zombies and even BO4 itself can be relaxing, so congratulations, you played yourself.
B, why are you playing on Dead of the Night, one of the tightest close quarters maps in all of Zombies? C, why are you training in one of the tightest areas on the map? Like, seriously, go train in the mausoleum or the forest. You'll have a much easier time. Trust me. D, it's round 28 and you haven't upgraded the wonder weapon past Alistair's Folly. Like, you haven't even gotten the Chaos Theory yet, which makes this a whole lot easier. Really, it looks like the issue is with your lack of skill rather than the game. But if you want to relax in Black Ops 4 Zombies, well, you can do one of two things.
Dude, not even a minute ago you said that COD Zombies is not supposed to be a relaxing game. Like, you might want to learn how to
keep that same energy.
Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more, and tell me what you think of this whole debate. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Tim? Some combination of the two? Do you agree with neither of us? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's it. Peace!
And just like that, the video is over. Frankly, I do think Tim Hansen's video was flawed, and I do think that when this dude has a good point, he has a good point. But when it gets stupid, it gets really fucking stupid. Not to mention, the editing was subpar, the pacing was just all over the place, and my god, that audio feels like someone stabbing my ears with a golf pencil. But I guess the key takeaway here is that even if you have a valid reason to defend something, don't make yourself look like a dumbass in the process. That and edit your audio properly. Have I mentioned how bad I thought the audio was? Cause I'm not sure if I did. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more, and tell me what you think of this whole shit show. Anyways, that's it. Peace! This is Diamond Sword to Major Steve.
We're gonna find diamonds. And the creepers wanna know if you have much armor. Now it's time to dig straight down if you dare. This is Major Steve to Diamond Pickaxe. I'm mining some obsidian. And it's taking very long. Why does it have to? And tonight the stars don't look like diamonds.